experiences and emotional experiences are non-separable. But how we will sustain that.
Often by social experience.
Right, often by social experience, right. And how will we sustain certain emotions? You're going to get back to classes and have midterms, and it's going to be hard to think about justice. And it will be for me too.
Dr. Humphreys, what did your analysts know about you and your soul that allowed him or her to help you that you didn't feel that the Christians in the helping professions were as adept at? And do you think the Christians in the helping professions are making progress at being more helpful?
I think Christians in the helping professions are making huge progress in being helpful. And I have a lot of respect for Alasdair and what he's doing. I learned a lot from him. So I think since I started in the field, huge changes in that way. I was kind of locked into something that could have been looked at spiritually, but a rigid set of things I must do. Be a good Christian. Not that I thought I was saved by works. And kind of freeing me from living up to other people's expectations was where the analyst was helpful. A lot of years, a lot of listening to the guy behind me on the couch, but that's basically what came out of it.
I wonder if one possible solution is to make a distinction between the spirit and the soul, as the scripture often does. The spirit being inner man, the heart, one we refer to, and the mind, the psyche, emotional content. I'm thinking of scriptures like Hebrews 4:12, 1 Thessalonians 5:23, where it's very clearly there's a distinction made between these. And if the spirit, the inner man, part of communicates with God, is immaterial, but expresses itself through the psyche, the mind, the emotions. Isn't that a possible solution for seeing how these match together? Interested in ministering response to it.
Well, I'll say from a theological standpoint, my understanding of Christians kind of take two different views on that. Some people would just say there's two basic parts to us, material and immaterial, soul and body. And then others will break it down more like you're talking about, where the spirit is a separate thing from the soul and the body. So you still end up with some sort of interplay in some way between the material and the immaterial, which seems to be the point of tension in a world where a materialistic paradigm is the paradigm. And that's the glasses that you have been catechized into in this Western civilization, whether you like it or not. And so that interplay becomes the problem place, it seems, because we don't have room for it. But I don't know if you guys have any other.
Well, I think I read up on this once, but correct me if this is incorrect. The ancient Hebrew understanding of the human person, it was essentially dualistic, where you had actually it was tripartite. So you had the heart, which would be like the seat of the will, the emotions, kind of the activating engine. The spirit, which is the God-given essence that in the beginning in Genesis, when God breathes life into creation, the nephesh, I'm saying that right, the spirit of God, and that's kind of like the God-given part. And then you have the body in which these things play out. So I agree. I think this is a viable solution, and it makes a lot of crazy claims, but at the same time, to me, it helps me integrate what it is to be human and adjudicate between what I'm finding in my research and then what I'm knowing that the Bible says makes up a human being.
My brief comment, without getting into all the technicalities, I would fall on the other side of, I would fall into the dual view of body and soul rather than soul and spirit as sort of separate things, or psyche, or however you want to describe it. Without even trying to defend that view, I would think just kind of revert back to what Don said, which is, on some level, sin has affected every last piece of who we are. And we are spiritually, i.e. at the core of who we are, responsible to God for physical, spiritual, soul, heart, all of the above is to be given in honor to the Lord. And so however many pieces we divide it into, it seems to me that the the solution to a problem cannot be to say there's this area where God really is in connection with us, and then there's this area where we must treat physically. There are certainly things that are going to be predominantly physical. How you treat a cold is going to be predominantly physical, but how you handle being crabby with your wife when you've got a cold is different than how you handle being crabby with your wife when you don't. And just there's a wisdom in, I think, recognizing, as Jesus did, we don't ever treat only body or only spirit. So that would be a great response.
Well, unfortunately, I have the responsibility of shutting this thing down, and we're already a couple minutes over that. Right? So if you want to stick around and chat some more, or grab some of these guys over lunch, I guess you can't stay here to chat in the hallway. You can do that. You're welcome to. But thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your questions.